Hi and welcome to Bonita's Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to show you how to make the simplest dessert you probably ever made, and it's called JELLO mousse. It only got 3 ingredients, but it's the method and the love that goes behind this recipe, and of course a few little stories we may tell along the way. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started.
Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen to yours.
Now, as you can see here, the JELLO is our main ingredient, and this is about 85 grams. It doesn't matter really what size of a package of JELLO that you use, because this here is all about the method of it. All you need is the package of JELLO, 1.5 cups of boiling water. Of course, you can boil it in your microwave or in your kettle, and 1/2 cup of milk. And I just got fresh milk here, which is a 2% milk. You can use a whole milk, is fine. So just dump your package of JELLO into the bowl and take your water and whisk it all together with your handheld whisk, and then until it's all dissolved. This recipe today is kind of a toss-up between Aunt Clara and Mom, because Aunt Clara said that she made it, she called it JELLO mousse. Mom said she made it and she just called it a whipped JELLO. So it's an old-fashioned recipe, and is one that you're going to love. Now, that's all you need to do there is whisk it together, and then I'm going to tell you what's next. So of course what you need to do now is put the JELLO in your fridge and keep it there up to 1 hour or until it's partly set. So what that means is not totally, and you can see it a little more liquid in there before we add in the milk. But what's so funny about this recipe, we would have JELLO and custard when we were young almost every Sunday. And of course, Raymond,
I always remember Saturday nights my mother used to make the JELLO, because every Sunday we'd have JELLO and
custard.
Custard.
Yeah, a little bit of whipped cream, some fruit.
That was a Sunday dessert.
That was it. And pretty much every Sunday. Mom got a little fancier over the years because her sister, would share recipes with her and such.
Yeah.
And then she'd start adding in different things to her JELLO, of course, to make it a little more appealing, I guess. So you won't get bored with it, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this one in the fridge, and I'm going to take out the one that's almost set, ready for us to go to the next step. Now, this is exciting, and this is partly set. Now I'm going to show you what to do next. So now this is one that I did, of course, in advance, and you could tell that it's a little more set, and that's all you needed. You don't need it fully set, because if you did, it won't go to this step. So what we need to do now, we need to take this 1/2 cup of milk, cold milk, and pour into it and keep whisking it until you start to see the mixture getting a little, I guess a little thick, not fully thick, but just, I'll show you that as we get to it. So when you're whisking with a hand spoon, definitely go for at least 5 minutes. I know it's a lot on your arm, and you could use a blender as well, but just to get this all whipped together. This is why my mom called it a whipped JELLO, and Aunt Claire called it the JELLO mousse, but both of it is one of the same. But it's just basic ingredients we all got in our homes.
Good old jelly.
And jelly is pretty cheap. I mean, it is a little more expensive now than it was back in the day, but certainly a lot cheaper than some things.
Yeah.
That's all we need to do there. Now, this is the type of recipe that you want to fancy up if you want, serving it with some fruit, custard, whipped cream. It doesn't matter. Now I'm going to pour this into Raymond's mother's fancy bowls that she used to use years ago, and I'm sure we've talked about them before. Raymond have told stories about them, and that was a really good story you were telling about jelly night.
Jelly night.
Yeah,
Yes,
when you
Saturday night, jelly night.
When you
For Sunday supper.
for Sunday supper, yeah. Everything was done the night before. Nothing was made on Sunday. Only the boiled dinner. Everything was prepared the night before.
Yeah.
So now that's all you need to do there. So now I'm going to put our JELLO mousse desserts in the fridge and leave them there until they're gone. Pretty much. I do have some made here in advance, but what I did prior to, I made it in the bowl and kept it in the bowl, but after converted it into these dessert bowls. I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on top of them. Oh my gosh.
Dress them up a little bit.
Dress them up.
Yeah.
And like you said, this is a dessert that you could make on Sunday night, Saturday night, like Raymond was saying, for Sunday dessert, or any day of the week. For me, anyway. Put these in the fridge and remove the ones that we got, and I'm going to show you what they look like. These are the two that I done here in advance because I made it, and of course Raymond got into them, which always the way.
You're telling secrets again on the...
I know. So what I did was make it in a bowl and scooped it out into the dessert bowls, but I don't like the look of that. I like the look more of set in the dessert bowls. So as you can see, just look, it's got that jiggle. But
Jiggle.
Yeah, but it is so good, and of course, very tasty. I just got some old-fashioned custard to go over the top, and a little bit of that whipped cream, and a couple of berries to jazz it up with. Now, I'm going to say, how good is that? I mean, you can do whatever you like when it comes to your dessert, but having it this way and serving it on Sunday, Monday, special occasion, birthday, whatever. These are all frozen berries, as you can see, because I get the berries all year round. I get them on markdown and I freeze it. And that's it.
It's almost too good looking to eat.
And that's where it's at, Raymond. Just look.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Ready to go, that one. Now I'm going to have a little taste. Oh my gosh. I'm sure JELLO is everybody's favorite. Drop the fork, delicious. Of course, it's just JELLO. I keep telling myself it's just JELLO.
Every time you make JELLO, while it comes to my mind, you're supposed to do the wiggle dance.
Yes, I know, Raymond. You're all about the wiggle dance. We got lots of JELLO recipes up on Bonita's Kitchen, and I'm going to share them with you here today. You can hit the top link, and it'll show you each one as they come in. I'm going to share this recipe. Of course, it's only 3 ingredients, but the method of how you would do it be posted down under in the description bar. If you can't find it there, just send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com or stop by and visit us on www.bonitaskitchen.com. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say. It's just JELLO. Raymond, I got one here for you. I got 4 more for later. I'm sure Mom and Aunt Claire would come up and they will just back and forth. No, it's my recipe, it's your recipe, it's all of our recipe. It's an old-fashioned recipe that probably most places have made it and have made different, used different ingredients, of course, to put it together. This is simple ingredients. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen to yours.
And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.